Okay, it is Sunday morning, and we are ready to continue where we left off yesterday with the flight order. It's a little chilly. You can see people have jackets on, and the fog is still in the moors here, and basically they're predicting a nice day. But they lie. You wait, Kent.
Score sheets for this morning, please.
Everybody looks real drill. What are they going to do with experts now?
I think
End advanced?
they're going to fly advanced until 3.
Okay.
They should be done by noon.
Score sheets and
Then
then
we'll
work
pick up
to
expert.
Pick up second round, first round. These guys haven't, well, we haven't flown, you and I haven't flown in round 1 yet. I haven't flown since I've been here. He's promised us perfect weather again today, and is totally responsible for every cloud, drop of rain.
Precipitated all over the place.
And the fog, I went to go, it took me an hour to get back to the hotel with that fog.
Well, it wasn't so bad, but the seeing eye dog had to get lost out in front of the van. Come here.
And the women. We bypass the women that keep the scores here, but they are worth their weight in gold here. Look at these beautiful flowers, and well-deserved.
Are you taking this cash on? Okay, so when I buy this, I'm supporting the organization.
Anyway, for the people that keep score on kind of things like this, the girls that keep the scores, just imagine as you look at this, each one had to be added twice, and how much effort they put into it. The girls of Brodak, a unique breed. Is our favorite one of all. Of all the girls at Brodak, the ones that feed us that Red Baron pizza. Where's the kids?
Jack's pizza.
Where's the kids? Don't tell me they're sleeping.
One's probably still in bed.
Oh, Stevie McBride, where are you? Look at these donuts. Oh my God, Palmer's gonna gain another pound. Woo! Bob Palmer's been eating 6-7 donuts a day.
That's because you take them to him.
Because I love him.
Yeah.
He's a cute guy.
That's the...
Man, the way they've arranged this now, apparently, they're going to fly well, there's still flights left over from yesterday, but they'll get their rounds in first, and actually the experts are going to be the last ones to fly. And somehow I've managed to have the last flight. Well, I'll probably be flying after dark. And then if we get a second round, it'll be the first flight of the second round, so because they reverse the order. So anyway, this early in the morning, there's by us we generally don't get a lot of fog because we're not in the mountains. But out here, the fog rolls in over the hills in the morning, and it's cool right now. It's actually pretty cool. In fact, it's cold. I see some of the tough guys really do have their shorts on, including me, of course. I don't know if that means we're tough or stupid, or both. Anyway, looks like so far Alan and John have done a pretty good job of filling in the gaps yesterday when if we didn't have the demos, we would have had a lot of people sitting around bored for that 4-hour time it rained, but I'm sure by next year the circle up top will have grass growing on it. That'll help a lot. And John has really put such an effort into getting this working and trying to make it even better every year. And it's been better. I've been to every one except the first one, and each year they get better. It just seems like there's more fun every year. And we hope this is a tradition that's going to continue for a long, long time. And one of the traditions that seems to be growing is Bob Brookins and the finishing demos every year seem to get better and better and more fun. And people enjoy the interaction, exchanging ideas. looks like the sun is finally coming up. And I hope we aren't missing a lot of people off the video, at least in part. A lot of times we get in the middle of a flight and the battery will go dead, or somebody comes by and pulls my pants down or something. Looks like we got the beginning of the sun breaking through here. Oh yeah, here comes the sun. I can feel it now. Feel it on the back of my legs. Do miss one thing we really missed this year. Of course, John Davis is seriously ill, and anybody that maybe doesn't know that might want to send him a card. Any of the Pampa people. A few words about John Davis. He is always one of the best of the best in terms of, we kid around, joke around, go to the nets. He's been on having his hair bleached, and we've called him Willie Nelson. We've been to his house. We videotaped the amazing shop and collection of old stuff he has, including Jimmy Silhavy's Noblers and stuff. Shark 45s, an amazing guy. And I'm sure he'd appreciate a card, a little word of a get well card. A couple words from a fellow modeler always make you feel better when you're in a tough time. Mention again that George Aldridge couldn't make it this year. He's having some health problems also. And I'm sure he's in everybody's prayers. And Joe Ortiz. Boy, if there ever was a silent force in the world of stunt that's done a lot of good things and probably not gotten the recognition he's deserved for the hard work. See, a lot of people do the work behind the scenes. They do all the dirty work and don't get a lot of the credit. And Joe is one of them, of course. A lot of people do things and right away they have the Medal of Honor on their chest. But Joe's done a lot of good things. Maybe not well known as the years that I ran a newsletter, 5 or 6 years, whatever it was. He would be at the house helping staple it together and collate it, and boy, how different Pampa was then. And how Tom Morris has made it grow. Larry Cunningham, all the people that have put in a lot of effort, Mike Cavell, and how it's grown to what it is today. But Joe Ortiz certainly has been a part of that team. And I think he's been an unsung hero for a long time. Potato 30s. All right. One of our personal favorite planes, because of course we're looking forward to the T-25 project. You might have to do with a tachometer because you really, when one's running, tell me that isn't a sweet sound, baby. Oh, I love that. Ah, he's got a problem. He didn't have any problem yet the other day when he flew it. Done.
Oh, yeah, right. You fly the Nova, right? Oh, it flies well. No, I don't. I just, yesterday I had a big, no, I don't.
Over the trees. Look at the sun coming out over the field now. Isn't that pretty?
The dampness, the plane was like, we always...
Oh, looks like it's going to be a nice day. Sun's already coming out. 8:20, it's already getting warm. Sometimes you're standing here like this and just looking around, you're surrounded by people flying and nice weather, good friends. All the girls are John Brodak's crew. You just wonder how it could ever be better. Now it looks like we have just enough breeze that people aren't going through their own weight, and that's nice. Yesterday, day before, you really did have to back up quite a bit, do the little back pedal thing, and the grass is still wet, so that sometimes can be a little bit of an annoyance, but hey, overall, we've had 2 3/4 days of the 3 that were perfect stun heaven, and a quarter of a day that had some rain. Quit while we're ahead. It's hard to imagine it when you're young. You have so much fun and you really don't appreciate it. Then you get older and you start to appreciate having good friends, good times like this, and basically the part control line stunt plays in most of our lives as a social thing and as a competitive thing and just as a fun thing. Like last night with Danny, with that GB, that had to be, with that Spitfire pilot, I mean, he's going down in history. The Mr. Bill Pilot. we got I'm thinking we got 4 or 5 weeks to get ready for the Nationals. Nationals is, of course, going to be in Muncie, and then after that, the team trial. So, we got 2 more big contests coming up, and then we'll be leaving for England for a month in England with Elliott Scott. Tour of Scotland, see all the Spitfires. We'll be shooting some video over there too, and try to see the world's last flying Typhoon. So there's a lot of good things coming up. But boy, we certainly started off the real contest season this year with a bang with this contest. This has really been fun. You don't see many people not having a good time. And it was a shame. The only one so far I know of that's damaged, had an unfortunate accident, was Jerry Phelps. And our Spitfire pilot, who he's going to live to fly another day today. Mr. Bill, the Spitfire pilot. He's going down in history. How many flights you got now? 6, 8, 10? 6? Okay.
I ran over 30 seconds yesterday.
Oh.
On 5 ounces of fuel.
Oh.
So I'm down to 4.5 ounces. If I run short, say goodbye to the airplane because they're going to leap on it.
Oh, no. We're going to get us a nice Sato in there soon.
Yeah, maybe. Well, I got to surpass that.
Nah, that's too heavy.
Too heavy?
Yeah. Cal made this up from a kit recently.
Good morning. Good morning to all your fans.
Yeah, after yesterday, you got a lot of fans, Mary. Especially among the Fun Fly group. Give them a good ass whipping. Got any lighter fluid, Al? Yeah, what's happened is the spinner is rubbing on the back, and you need a little shim in there. I never like when that's rubbing, boy. That you could damage the plane.
It started.
Send me in.
Sandpaper between those? That one is like sand.
Sandpaper is the
The
best.
other one's all roughed up. Okay, well.
We'll see if the prop comes
airplane.
loose. Yeah, if the prop comes loose, you know you're wrong, Al.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
2 parts right behind the prop were been pushed back, and I don't know why. Shouldn't have.
Just one of many of the Brodak profile Cardinals flying here. And boy, these kits are all over the world. I know there's a few in Canada. I know we have more than one in England. In Japan, it's the profile of choice. If you're a profile person. Anyway, my thing is I want to see one of these with a little bit shorter nose and a Sato 56. And I think that'll be a real nice, friendly combination. I have a headache still this morning. You had to put a thumbtack in his head and hold his head from moving.
He should be alright today. We got him packed in ready to fly again.
Whoa, but he must have some headache.
He's asking for a new pilot. We're not going to give it to him.
Idea on tweaking flaps. Look at this flap tweaking thing here. Pretty unique. You fine-tune your flap tweak without tweaking the horns. Here's a Cardinal with an LA, Max LA. Cardinal Evolution from Elliott Scott plans. One of three that are here. Back flying, the plane you repaired. Back in the air. Always good to get one back in the air.
Last year and ate a little bit of the paint and did it right here. I've got another one of these kits. But I carbon veiled and 2 coats of sandats, 2 coats of pure epoxy, and it runs perfectly stiff, light. Well, I'm done with profiles. There'll never be another profile.
There you go. That's the way to go.
It doesn't take much more to build a box for the box.
It does not.
You got to put a profile on that.
We got an extra hour, you can build up.
Most airplanes are flying.
The star of last night's endurance race. You always want to take the lens from it. And anybody that says they don't, they're lying.
Yep, absolutely.
Just some of the various motor choices, prop and spinner and tank combinations people are using. Say a word. Now this man paints the inside of the gas tank. It's a good idea, painting the tank. It really does make it disappear. You guys know your stuff. I thought you were just building those plastic models for Windy. That's all you were doing.
Yep.
I need more of them, by the way.
You converted us.
Next year, I need more Spitfire. I got a car model this year of the first car I ever drove. Walter Umland's father passed away, left me a model of that he made of a 50 Mercury, a 49 Mercury.
What?
First car I ever drove.
He's got one.
You got one?
Oh, yeah.
A real one?
He's got pictures of it here.
Oh, send me some. Oh, my God.
This thing's beautiful.
Oh, restored or?
Oh, no.
Customized.
Customized.
Oh, no good. You gotta leave it the way it was when I was a kid.
Not the condition this car was in. You had to chop it up and make it look good.
Oh, I'd love to see some pictures.
Oh, love to show you.
Mercury, flat head.
Yep, still got the flat end.
I'm not sure, but I think Al said he had 6 flights, so this is flight 7. Certainly looks like this plane has some potential when he gets a few flights on it. We'll be spending some time with Al up at the club field. Do a little fine tuning on this, maybe some trimming. Get it to suit his needs. He could still put a carbon gear on it, lighten it up an ounce if he wanted to. A lot of possibilities here. Very nice, well-made plane. And Monaco. So it shows you when you have a good design, you can Monaco it, you can paint it, you'll still fly well. Whoop, Al. Whoop. Not sure if that's what he had in mind. I have a feeling when he gets 8 or 10 flights more on this even, it's going to really come into its own. It looks pretty good right now. Built from a kit in a very, very short. I think he only bought this kit 2 weeks ago. I'm not sure. No, seriously, he's had good luck building it. Looks straight as an arrow, too. Nice little set of fiberglass wheel pants on here, Al. Come on, baby, dress it up. So this to me, this plane, for a plane that's in its very early stages of flight trim, looks like it's going to be a good one. Another person who Al and Mary both behind the scenes in our club do a lot of the behind the scenes work. They really do. We all in the club, the Circle Burners, do owe them a debt of gratitude. Al and Mary Knight. for, to see the repaired plane fly. Boy, is it ever a good feeling. Once you know a plane has been damaged, to get it back in the air. He still needs to do the cosmetic paint work when he gets home, but it is definitely a good feeling. And it's little by little warming up, and we got a nice little breeze coming now. Should be real nice the whole day. Let's hope. Real nice flying plane, too. And you wonder how many people just never, have an opportunity to be here in real life and feel the atmosphere. It's like if you missed Woodstock. If you never went to Woodstock, well, the movie is like a little bit to give you an idea of what happened. But if you were at Woodstock, you just have to be there to see it, to feel it, to smell it, whatever. It's a very special part of, in my book. And anybody wants to hear it, I'll tell them. Anybody that doesn't think John Brodak belongs in the Hall of Fame, they can basically. I don't even want to respond to that. Believe me, this is an accomplishment unlike nobody else has ever done in the history of the event. To have this on their own property, on their own home, and get this atmosphere going where it's not so rough and competitive. And he gets my vote for the Hall of Fame. I don't care how many times you win the Nats or how many carbon fiber things you invent. That's an accomplishment. And if you don't agree, that's okay too. But that's how I feel. Anyway, it lives to fly another day. And that is always such a good feeling. What we've been noticing is like in some of the classes, just what a difference of, well, from having max 40s and double stars, and there's some rear exhausts here. There's a lot of stuff here. Some 4-strokes, of course. Some Tiger 60s, some tune pipe engines of all persuasions. There's a couple of Russian engines. We really have some of everything. Some Sato 30s in the little planes. Well, we're going to find out if our repair held up anyway. Repair broke?
Nothing.
See, what helps is having the gear take a lot of the shock.
Yeah. I knew that intersection was low.
No damage. Boy, I'd be doubling that guy's mechanical advantage there. Oh, good. Hey, lived to fight 2 days in a row. Big fly's great, baby.
Oh yeah, Wendy, I'm real happy.
He's a good boy.
Somebody told me this guy's name is Fred.
He looks like the pilot in that Spitfire last night.
He's from, he's from, I don't know, what cartoon did they say he's from? I don't know. Some Disney cartoon. He's my pilot now.
So Wendy?
Terry, when do you get your new plane out?
As soon as I get my flight in, Wendy, I'll bring it up.
All right, make sure you get a hold of me. We'll do a show and tell. I heard it's real nice.
That came out pretty nice, Wendy. Came out real good.
I want to see the inclines.
Okay.
Got a little ignition going on. Something going on there. Special thanks to Bob Griffins for all his effort with the finishing demos. We're going to go over and look at... They did the candy apple paint last night after I had to leave, because he basically hadn't gotten much sleep in the last few days. Go over and check that out later. Bob Griffins making a very special contribution to the world of stunt with his demos. Always good information. Always a fun guy to joust with. Get some idea what the rounds are going like here. You can see we've got a few entries in advance. Just a few. Yeah. Look at these entries. I didn't realize there was this many in intermediate. Wow. They were doing last night with poor John's P40 doing a Brookins paint job on it. Still have to put the clear on it. Special treat going on. Mary Knight has a special outfit for flying carrier with. We're going to go try to check it out. It's John's little scale plane again. But we're going to go over to Carrier Circle, one of the more, well, everything that happens here is unusual. It's all fun stuff. And Mary is definitely one of the more fun people in the event. A gift for Wendy, how appropriate. I'm usually the guy giving, not receiving. It's easier to give, it really is.
You know how you have
You get rid of all the junk out of your house. Oh, look at
you
this.
put smiling faces on everything?
Absolutely.
Look at this.
That's cute.
It's like a Wendy cookie. Now, is it full of cookies?
Not yet, but I promised them that I would fill it.
Now, this would be appropriate. See, we could put Palmer donuts in there. What do you think, Palmer? Do you think Aldrich should eat the cookie jar? Look at this.
Look how cute. He thought you'd put this in
Hello. I want to eat that Spitfire pot. I'll put it in my shop. I'll put it where I'm going to have. And you know, you got to fill it with Jelly Bellies. Listen, you know what they're doing in Carrier? You guys might not want to miss this. Mary Knight is a Carrier flyer.
I watched it last night.
She's wearing a dress, a long, like an evening gown. And she told the guys that are flying, if she beats them, they have to wear the dress on the next event. So there's a challenge. It's the Mary Knight. I could see Banjock in a dress. That'd be a video even I could sell.
That's good.
That's great.
Isn't that great?
Yeah, put that in a car.
There's Daryl and Melinda right over there.
Oh, let me go thank him. This is the first time he's flown a contest in 50 years. What's his name? All right. Okay. Love that cookie jar. We'll have that full of Jelly Bellies. Now, anybody, feel free to send me a 10-pound box of Jelly Bellies. I'll make them. I'll show you a magic trick. I make them disappear in the course of building a B-25.
Yeah, blow them, baby.
Oh, look at that. Hey! Woo! Will needs another profile card now. I haven't even got this one on video yet. Where are these things coming from? What are they giving him and a matching shirt? Guess who owns this plane? Where's Mary Knight? Let me see these macho Carrier guys. Where are some of the macho Carrier guys in this event? We got to go down. Now, is it true to Carrier guys that lose to Mary are going to wear a dress next time they fly?
I guess they say if she wins.
If she wins, they'll wear it. Phil Cartier will wear a dress. I'll pay to see that. Let's see who's down there.
The ladies' uniform on.
Yes, the official. Why don't you guys get a red dress for her with Philly Flyers on it?
We're talking about that.
Mary, everybody's intimidated by the dress, including me. In fact, John Brodak wants to wear that dress later in the day.
It won't fit him. Just step in a little bit.
I told Ben,
about that.
I'll pay to see Banjock in that dress and hat later.
Well, Al Brickhouse was pissed off because he picked out the same dress to wear.
And the same hat, too.
Yeah.
Like John Sullivan.
All right.
You know what we could get Brickhouse? That dress with fishnet stockings would be just great.
We'll put the high heels on him,
My
too.
daughter moved out of the area before we had a chance. She was going to school in Pittsburgh for 5 years.
Oh.
Get your pennies.
Talk to me, I can't hear you.
That circles. Could be worse.
Yeah, you can't lose this event now. God, that's terrible. After you put that, you throw down the gauntlet, you got to back it up with performance. Feel like we're at the drag races.
Okay, you're the painting expert. What have you got for our 60?
Not now. Don't paint the plane, monocoat it.
Working.
You know,
Brodak monocoat.
I buy a little plane with 35%.
This ought to be worth the price of admission. Boy, to see Banjock in this dress, oh my God.
He said it's impervious to just about anything.
Now we could have the same thing in stun. I could get my wife to donate a Victorian dress, and the guy in 5th place at the Nats every year has to wear the dress.
That'll get you out of 5th.
That'll get me out of 5th in a hurry. Man, I'll just throw the handle down. Oh man.
Oh, I've been in his hobby shop.
You saw all the planes on display, real shiny. It's all got that.
How many women, Mary, that they too didn't wear Nike sneakers or whatever they are? They had the leg action going, you know. You got to shave the bottom half of your legs when you wear this.
Yeah.
I would pay to get Banjock in that dress.
You know, the only razors you can get
How
out
much
here
would you?
are rusted,
How much would
so.
you pay? We'll work.
I'll sell your Sato 91 for you.
And then we maybe have some room to talk to.
If we can get Banjock out there in the expert circle with that dress,
The hat.
that might be.
I'd just get him to wear the hat would be enough. God almighty. The all-dress fly-off is coming up here for the Walker dress.
You can see a lot of limbs down and...
Oh, so yeah.
Mary, you better make this good. All I have to say is, you got to understand, in showtime, you don't get to rehearse your lines more than once, baby. It's showtime. This is what it's like to be Mary Knight. On stage, center stage, every eye in the house upon her. All right, I'm going to the other end of the field, so the sun's at my back. And don't give me any little leg shots or anything here.
Okay, I'll try.
This is a family video. Oh, they got to pull test the dress to make sure there's not enough elastic in the leg straps. Now what the hell did they do? They broke the lines? Oh, he dropped the handle. While we're waiting for Mary to get her line thing sorted out, the strap on the handle broke. Gary Lutz is ready. He's got a brand new plane here. Probably not going to be able to get his whole flight. There's a brand new plane here we want to do a little show and tell on later. We had some problems with the inclines. We were able to resolve them last year with some incline videos. I think we actually loaned him some ink too, in fact. I'll have to find out. It has turned out to be a beautiful day. And I heard when I called home that they had tremendous rain yesterday back in Jersey, so even had one exit of the turnpike closed, which usually is not a good sign if you know what the traffic situation is in the New York area. Gary is one of my favorite builder people, but Mary's flight is starting, so we'll be back. All right, Mary. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! All Al's fault as usual. All Al's fault. Alright, see, we're trying to do 4 things at once here and it's not working. Sometimes you just can't do everything. And I hate to miss anything, because what happens years later, I watch these videos in my shop. There's always a video playing. I never don't have a video playing. Because number one, I don't care about sitcoms and soap operas and all the junk that's on TV. I could care less if they just disconnected the TV from our house. I just rather see, as long as we get Speed Vision and Karen gets the Home and Garden channel, we're in. And we have a big box full of Windy videos. Or even Bob Hunt videos, doesn't even matter. Or Skyfire videos. Or B25 videos. But they get excited about the junk that's on television. I don't believe people actually spend their lives watching that junk. Attempt number 2 of the Great Mary Dress-Off as we're flying 2 flights at the same time, and I'm trying not to miss either one of them. If she wins this event, boy, are you guys going to be sorry. And she is a good flyer, by the way. Anybody doesn't know. Years ago, the Navy pilots voted as they were flying their Corsairs and Hellcats. They had a choice. They could wear Navy uniforms or they could wear dresses. Well, funny, I wonder if there's any 4-stroke carrier planes. I wonder. Get involved in that event. That'd be cool. Mary! Well, Gary, you and Mary were on stage at the same time. We got some of each. Better go see his new plane later. He's getting a hand too. Yeah, it's beautifully made plane, I know.
Foam wheels on it.
Beautiful.
And now the airplane flies with the wing height because the
Cloth.
wheels are too low.
Cloth hinges. I love cloth. Yeah, it looks pretty, Rick.
Thank you.
I don't care if the guys razzle and dazzle you. They're just jealous, that's all. Because they're not left-handed.
I just put it out for the looks. That's the one I'm flying over there.
Oh, you got 2 of them? Which is which? This is which, the new one or the old one or what?
The red and green one, and this is the green and red one.
Well, I'm glad I got that straight. I mean, you aren't going to screw us around or anything, are you?
It's like the
What the hell's the difference? The one's got a red. Oh, yeah, one's got a red body. You're right. Shows you what I know.
it's like the difference between a male and female zebra. One's white with black stripes, male is
Correct.
black with white stripes.
Correct.
I just reversed the colors. Just
Yeah.
something different.
Cool.
be 6:32.
Up is our good buddy, Jose Modesto, soon to be the 4-stroke champion of the world.
56, 92.
He's got a 56, a 72, and he's going to buy Zambelli's 91 just in case.
Oh yes,
Just throw money at the event.
we need more power.
If we had that sweeper cooking, let me tell you, you'd get Big Jim back out to the flying field.
That would be the one.
You could rock him.
Well, you know who has all the pieces? I took him to his house. So he's got the body, the wing, he's got all the pieces for the 900.
Oh man, draw up some plans.
The only thing I have is the landing gear.
But now with 4 strokes, that would be a practical plane.
Right.
Man, gotta have it.
72 might fly.
Well, I know the 91 would.
Oh yeah. 91 would be even.
Half throttle.
He needs a motor.
Bobby can't figure out which one of Roy's planes, which is which. Take your time, Bob. You need a lifeline?
Besides, the colors are reversed.
Hello. Just for you. Wait 1 second. Yeah.
Big Jim is ever watching this. This is one of the prettiest paint jobs I've ever seen on a modified car.
It's a modified Cardinal, that's for sure. See that scoreboard over there? That's a modified Cardinal too. You just flatten one out with a rolling pin. Steamroller.
All these guys with these modified cars. It's windy, you gotta get a cut on this.
Modified Cardinal. Come on, baby, put one in here. Sink one in for Shaq. Modified Cardinal in Spanish. Okay.
El modified Cardinal.
A modified Cardinal. El Cardinal. Jose's playing a good one here. Some really nice air right now too. Just starting to get a little, just enough breeze to keep you from walking back. Plane looks like it's in good trim. Motor's running well. Jose Modesto, New York City. You made it? Oh, Jose! When are you going to get this stuff figured out? You made it? Okay. I thought he said 851.
It felt like it.
Especially that, and then when you loop it, it doesn't shut off.
Then you go inverted and it turns off.
Another customer for a Z-Tron. You're done with the flight, just go and shut it off.
Throttle control.
You want to buy a Z-Tron right now?
Tell me about that.
Okay. Let's hear it. We call this the Joe machine.
Joe machines.
Okay, give me the show and tell here.
Okay, here's the show and tell.
Haven't flown it yet, or?
No, I just finished it last week, Wendy.
This is the one you needed my ink pens for?
That's the ink.
Okay.
Did he send
Very
it back?
nice. Oh, he sent them back. They were unusable when he sent them back. They were all. I think he put coal dust in them.
Yeah.
Well, I'll add it to his next bill. What the hell? I'm getting rich off him anyway. Flip it over. Let's see the bottom, Gary.
Okay.
Oh, it looks pretty. Joe see it yet?
Oh yeah. He wanted
All
to put
right.
it in the back of his car so he could take
Pretty color, like a Harold Price blue.
Yeah.
Oh man,
It's all
beautiful.
Brodak dope, Wendy.
Yeah,
Yeah. Came up.
Didn't have any trouble with your Brodak dope covering? None? None?
No trouble.
Okay, well I'm just trying to get a consensus of opinion.
Okay.
What do you got, a jet in there?
Yeah. Jet
Okay.
60 side exhaust.
Yep, side exhaust, got the art muffler, that's good. That'll work well.
Yeah.
Nice wheel pants.
Thank you.
Nice, beautiful. Nice as always, Gary. Nice wing. I love these wingtips.
They're nice, aren't they?
Oh man. Well, Joe's an artist, you know.
Oh yeah. I gotta flip this over, Wendy, because I got your name on here.
Well, I don't need that. I got my name everywhere.
Yeah.
Every court records in the state of Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
This is for your dad. He passed away.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
Okay.
He taught me to fly, so I put
Yeah. Oh, look at this canopy.
Listen, man, you can't teach this guy how to finish like this, and you don't come to my house and teach me, Wendy.
Woo!
Look at it.
Jose.
Piece of work.
Jose.
See, this is brothers getting good.
This is a guy who listens.
Yeah, getting
He
good.
doesn't invent. He listens.
Look at this freaking
Of
plane.
course, that wasn't exactly my plan for years.
I never listen.
It's beautiful.
Thanks.
And he's fly. By the way, I flew Joe's many times. It's a killer. A great
I gotta
design.
find out what props
Is he using? Do you know?
14.5s cut to 13 and a half.
Not on the jet.
Yeah, you got to cut them about 13 then.
You put a nipple.
Hey, you don't put that pornographic. Look, he's got the girly thing going on.
You know the religious guys are gonna get you.
Yeah, the religious guys, man, they're gonna crucify you. You better watch
I
it.
might have to erase all that.
You might have to put a little bikini on there.
I'll just tell him it's Farrah Fawcett without the teeth.
Ah,
There you go. She posed for me. She came by the house and she posed.
look at it. The canopy's beautiful. Harold Price had a plane this color. Boy, I love that powder blue color.
Is it powder blue, powder
I'll
gray?
tell you what I did. I took Brodak Lakeland blue and added 2 ounces of white raw pigment.
Right.
Brought it up to this color. And then the pink, I took the same. I took white and I added, I think, a half ounce of this burgundy to it to get this light pink color.
You get a pink color, yeah. That's nice.
And then the 2 colors. So this color here I mixed, and I don't remember how I mixed it. I write all that stuff down in my cans. So if something happens,
That's right.
I can read it.
Do that one over. Yeah. This is great. Let me get the front.
When are you gonna fly? You gonna have it ready for the Nats?
Probably not, Wendy. I don't know. Joe wants to get together with me probably
Yeah.
in August. He said he'd drive down my...
Yeah, trim it out. He's the man.
We got
Straight Tiger 60 on this?
no, I have a Tiger 64. Okay. So I got George Jet 60.
Okay.
Boy, that's a work of art, Gary. That really looks nice. Joe has a mold for every one of those parts. Like if you make one, he can mold the canopy, the whole top in one piece. With the flip that over. The way, let him tell you how he does it, but he's got a mold for the whole top in one piece.
It
I don't remember.
Male, female. It must be like...
No, I don't know. No, he cuts them in the middle somehow.
What he did is he molded on his mold. He took 16th and wet it down real good with ammonia water. And he said because of this arc right here, he can only do half of one.
Right.
So he bandages up half one, lets that dry, and repeats that on the other side, and then glues them together. And that worked out great.
It worked perfect. On his, you can't see the seam.
I did glass the nose. He said glass the nose on like
Oh, yeah.
half ounce glass cloth.
It's cheap insurance when guys pick your plane up. They got heavy hands, you know?
So I glassed it all the way back to about the high point of the wing. Probably about 64. Good weight. Yeah, good weight.
I got guys that are like 60. You get better and better, every one of them.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
you say? Gary, that's absolutely beautiful.
And they're building an elliptical wing.
Yeah.
No problem. All on the rod method.
Yeah, he called me up. My ink won't work. My ink won't work. Oh my God. Oh. I have a plane emergency. My ink won't work. Oh.
What did you tell him? Powder?
No, I sent him my pens.
Oh, yeah?
When I find out what Wendy was using, I could get the stuff at the art shop.
I think the ink you had was you had paper ink.
I had paper ink.
Yeah, that's...
I'd go along there and bubble it up and smear.
You need it for Mylar. The stuff for Mylar.
Yeah. That's what I got.
1-to-1?
Yeah. With the wiggle rubber.
Yes.
And those are wing shift controls.
Right. I love the ladies. Too bad these guys aren't
I don't know if Karen would be too impressed. Maybe you should leave a rag on that when Karen's Karen's running appearance points this year.
We're gonna cover that. She's going to
beautiful. Yeah,
They're making her work? No.
No. She can't even go. She's got to work. It's the worst of all worlds. Gary, I just wanted to call you, make sure everything's okay. And Tuesday we'll do our shopping, okay? Okay, Mom, I love you. Bye. How do you shut it off?
Everyday occurrence.
Oh.
Wendy faithfully called his mother every day.
I'm a good son. I may not be a good flyer, but I'm not the 5th best son in the world. Why? Because I don't have any brothers. Anyway, this is a nice little, look at your little shirt. Hey, you may be able to sell this shirt to John Brodak or something. Look at that.
Of course it's upside down.
There's some interesting stuff going on in John's shop. It's still early, of course, but they're putting trophies together, I guess, late last night. Just one of there's Bobby Zambelli's trophy. Oh, here's some with the pictures already on them. Have the pictures already on them? Get ready to award. Now, what's nice is because I have a few of these, the memories of what plane you flew and how great of a time you had. It works as a great memory factor. And John personally put a lot of these together himself last night. He was in the shop here while he was hammering away. Getting his exercise as usual is Alan. Alan the exercise machine. Baby Street.
I got a hold of an old original George Aldrich design, so I restored it.
Cool.
And then did this one right next to it.
Don't let band jocks see these. They'll wind up in his van. He shoplifts half-A's. Look at those little motors and everything. Wow.
I had a good time with it.
What is that? Got an old OK on it?
Yeah.
That one's got an old OK?
And I even was fortunate enough to come up with an old OK decal, too. So.
All right. Yeah, you got to have the decal. Hey, you're going to do it up. Do it up.
This is fun. I'm going to give this as a present to
I was amazed how good those little ones fly. Yesterday, Banjock's little thing does a whole stunt pattern. This flies good, too. I don't think he's going to fly because it only flies on tour.
Is that actually,
Yeah, it's got an engine and everything.
oh man.
This little guy does the whole stunt pattern.
It works, too. He takes that blade off, though, and switches to something else.
Well, probably because you don't want to break it, you know?
No, it's all...
That's an antique. Oh, I see some high tech. Hey, what happened to that throttle control? They stole my throttle control.
Yeah, no compression, you know.
No, just in time to catch our buddy Neil Beekman, who's flying a Gieske Nobler, the proud owner of the Sato 30 Ringmaster that we all like to see fly. Neil is one of the real hardcore members of the Froshing Group. He's the president, taking over from the work that Joe Ortiz used to do. Nice flying Gieske Nobler here, working his way up the ranks. Anyway, really, congratulations to Gary Lutz. He's been working real hard to build pretty planes, and that one is a beauty. And it looks like we're just starting to get the beginning of some wind coming up here. I'm guessing the experts are going to fly, they said 12:30, 12:15. So we've got another hour to go. We're trying to keep the thing moving along, of course, but hey. Neil Beekman, New York City. Next up is Ted with the GB, with all the electronic gizmos off it. Sato 56, 4-stroke. And this will be in stunt classes. I think Ted's an intermediate. Very, very cool looking. There are, I think, 3 GBs here, not counting the half A one. Very cool, very cool. I think that's Sato 90 with the 3 cylinders. would be an appropriate choice. If you ever make a semi-scale GV for short nose. I'm not sure what's going on here, Mr. Ted. As usual, we never know what Ted's up to. Looks like Delmar Benjamin flying that replica. There's a replica. We have a video of the replica BJ. Looks like the wing is up inverted here, Ted. I've been just thinking about one possibility. Imagine you wanted to make that radial 3-cylinder Sato and a big giant GV with a big stunt wing. It might be a really cool choice. See, always dreaming about things. Even when I'm shooting video, I'm dreaming of things. Dreaming of that B-25. Dreaming of next year at Brodak, and we hope you'll be here with us. We'll be sharing it with. Oh, it looks like he hurt the landing gear.
Oh, I just put away my bag.
Looks like they may just need to glue a gear back in. Dan's one of the best on-the-field repairmen around. Should be no problem at all. Roy DeCamera flying one of his really beautiful sky dancers. I mean, these are superbly finished. He's got two of them. One has a red fuse. I think one is green. I'm not sure. Very unique wing design with the high amount of sweep. Very pretty model too, by the way. And of course, if anybody has seen the, obviously you have if you're already watching this video, the little seminars that we've had in conjunction with John Brodak and Mr. DeCamera. We've had a great time, all learned from each other, and I hope nobody's got any feelings hurt. But at the end of it, I noticed looked like we all had a pretty good time. So we're still going to see Brookins spray some clear on those pearl colors, see them come to life later. Bob Brookins has really added a nice dimension to the Brodak event. And we all owe him a little debt of gratitude. Because you have to have some kind of entertainment ready in the back burner in case the weather goes. Nobody can control the weather. Even if you live in Anaheim, California, you got some days it rains. If it doesn't rain, you're going to live in a desert. Love the look of that wing. One of my favorites. Carrier action going on the back. They're all swapping out wearing Mary's dress back there. One of the primary stars of the Brodak 2001 video, Roy DeCamera.
Picture with the...
Oh, look at this John Brodak stealing my thunder. Look at this. Look at this. He steals Banjock's model. This bum takes your... Oh, man, does it say? Oh, yeah, Dan Banjock, loved by all his fellow modelers,
Doesn't say anything about me. Oh, well, who cares?
Wait, who cares?
Yeah.
We know,
that's cool.
We know you're a professional. That's cool. I'd save that.
I'm going to go take the farm and biplane apart.
Oh, where? Right now?
Yeah, but
okay.
it'll be a little while before I'm all disassembled.
Make sure you announce it on a microphone.
Well,
let me see while you're doing it. That's a key.
All right, I'll get a...
We're going to do a little demo of the bike, how it comes apart. We're still hoping our friend from Canada will show us his plane. How it comes. A lot of people getting interested in take-apart planes. It's all the things you learn, even if you don't like the flights, the things you learn from fellow modelers that have improvised, learned from each other, shared it. That's the best part of the whole event, in my opinion. It's a pretty incredible plane. If you've never seen it fly in real life, well, we got some video on some of our local contests with pretty incredible plane. Engineered, designed, built by Dan Banjock. Pretty unique, that's all I got to say. And the women who make it all happen. Without those little fingertips touching keys, we wouldn't really know who's the best of the bonzos here. You know what bonzo is? Yeah, bonzo, all right. Can tell you're Italian. Yeah, Elliot and I, we won't have to buy those greasy hot dogs for lunch.
get a piece before Elliot.
Ooh.
Have you
Ooh.
what this is?
Ooh, yeah, it's a breast implant for a very large woman. What the hell do I know what it is?
Well, you're Polish, you're supposed to know.
I'm Polish. It's a Polish cake.
Polish cake.
Yeah.
Walter you wanted to have it something?
Well, we definitely have it for lunch.
Set it up for lunch.
Okay, after I fly it, I'm like 12:15. I'll be flying by 1:30. That means we'll be eating Polish cake.
We figured
Walter Umlin, yeah. You guys are welcome to have a piece of my Polish cake.
Thank you.
It's a way to make Polish friends and increase business at the funeral parlor, down the local Polish funeral parlor.
No, it doesn't feel that.
It doesn't feel that heavy. It is that heavy.
The name of it.
Colonel Tom McLean in advance. Flying a Cobra. Marks, I know. almost at the end of this tape, and I wanted to include some of the pictures that have come in recently. I brought them out to Brodak's to put these on the video. This, of course, is my good friend and co-worker, Mike Kajeski, who's my test pilot for a lot of the Zetron development, carbon fiber wing stuff. He's always part of the action. And, of course, the boy who gets older and older looking by the week, Mr. Typhoon. Now, Paul Winter took these on a visit when he was in our area earlier in the year. And we expect to see Paul at the Nats, and of course we absolutely will duct tape him. Anyway, if you've never seen that footage with Paul Winter getting duct taped, we may somewhere on this video be able to put that footage. I don't know. We're running out of tape quicker than pizza at Wendy's house. Anyway, thanks a lot to Paul Winter of England for these pictures, and we'll put them in the shop when we get back. This is a photo set from Joe Owen, and I'm going to go through these kind of quick. I wanted to get these all on somewhere on the video. It looks like he's taken a Brodak Nobler and made a Thunderbird replica out of it, which is kind of cool. Anyway, he's real happy with the Brodak dope from the note he's enclosed. Says you really can't go wrong with Brodak dope. Joe, I agree. Except we do have some people that we'd still like to help them if possible. He bought the emblem in GD Hobbies in Sandwich, Illinois. We just sent GD a bunch of videos. I hope they're sharing them with everybody out that way. And what he did here is he put something I've done on several planes, hollow numbers so that you don't lose the impact of the Thunderbird paint job. And this is a Brodak kit. He used automotive, fine cut, and blue coral. Very, very pretty Nobler. I wish George Aldrich was here to see this one. Anyway, got a nice pack of pictures from John Gunn. He has graciously in the past donated many things to our cause, and I'm reading these as I go. This is a stab and elevator to his new Cardinal kit. That's 2.2 ounces. And I'm reading off a note here, so if I'm skipping one. This is a baby ringmaster that's trying to become a Cardinal. It looks like he's got it attached to a ceiling fan. Maybe he's got two of them here. Anyway, that looks like the same baby Cardinal. Number 12 and 13 are views of his Brodak Cardinal. This is another Cardinal by Daryl McCobb of Corpus Christi, Texas. We've seen enough at this Brodak meet, enough Cardinals. I think they are just taking over the world here or something. Like roaches or something. Anyway, the beautiful P-51 of Bill Rutherford. This apparently is from one of their Southern contests. Doesn't say which contest. Nice picture of Lee Lorio and Don Dixon. Don, who's spending this weekend with us, and I think to tell you the truth, I think he's having a time of his life. Now they have the flags flying, the flags of Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana, Texas, and the U.S. flag. That's kind of nice. Doesn't say which plane this is. But anyway, this is the part I love. Now, this is what I love about having friends all over the world. And believe me, if there's one thing I treasure, it's my friends. Only Peeps doesn't treasure that, too. And look at what he's got. Oh, my God. He says it's his wife's bird. Oh my God, look at this bird. He's a sun conure, am I reading this right? A sun conure. John, I appreciate the pictures. We'll share them with all the people at Brodak's. That's a little special treat having that bird there, though. Anyway, we're about at the end of this tape, and we didn't want to end it in the middle of a flight or something. Anyway, from John Gunn in Texas, thank you so much. And just a little blast from Brodak's past.